conquering the seas.
Shaping the future for my country.
Rising to quell the unforeseen.
I am.
Combat ready.
Credible.
Cohesive.
And a future-proof force.
Today is a historic day, the third IFR being conducted in India. The first one in 2002, then in 12, now in 2026. This IFR is being conducted after a prolonged break of around 14 years. Important ship that India is fielding is the INS Vikrant. Now INS Vikrant is the aircraft carrier that has been designated and is fielding MiG-29K fighters aboard. This ship was commissioned in 1990 and has multiple armaments. This is one of the few remaining ships from this era. Now this Sumedha class ship is one of the final ships that has been designated for this purpose. This IFR is very significant because it has participation from over 71 countries with 20 warships participating from 19 countries and 3 aircraft that have come from these countries to participate in this particular version of the IFR. This is a pristine example of naval diplomacy that India has been pursuing in the Indian Ocean region. Now apart from this, the Millens organization is also meeting and India is about to take the chairmanship of the IONS committee.
तरंगिणी ने दुनिया भर में कई टॉल शिप्स पर आए
Indian ship manufacturing has been given a significant boost, and this also showcases navigational prowesses and multiple other activities that will be taking place during this particular exercise. Now there is a total participation of 71 ships, of which 56 Indian ships and 19 ships from various other nations are be taking place. Now this is also a very important point to mention that ships from the United States, Russia and Iran will be participating during this particular IFR. Now this also shows the diplomatic outreach that India is capable of, where nations which are not particularly friendly with each other do come together when India comes calling. Now this also showcases the prowess of Indian naval diplomacy, which is most definitely a significant jump in the diplomatic and outreach program of India. India has also been participating in a lot of HADR projects, which showcases the various abilities and capabilities of search and rescue operations, disaster relief, apart from the routine medal search and rescue operations. Now recently India also conducted a daring rescue aboard a ship where multiple people were taken hostage by pirates, and India was able through its network of friendly nations and friendly ports to go there and rescue these people. And this showcases the power of diplomacy that has been showcased during this particular IFR. Now we are currently about INS Savitri, which will be trailing INS Subeda. INS Subeda has been designated as a presidential yacht, and the presidential yacht will be embarked by the Supreme Commander of the Indian Forces, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, and she will be taking the salute from the nation.
भारतीय नौसेना का युद्धपोत सुनैना, जिसने इंडियन ओशन शिप सागर के रूप में भारतीय महासागर क्षेत्र की नौसेनाओं के नाविकों के संयुक्त दल के साथ भी समुद्री अभियान किया है।
Maritime reconnaissance aircraft further extended the horizons of the fleet.
Now these 18 warships that had come from friendly foreign nations showcased during the event was a significant boost in the maritime diplomacy that India has been showcasing. Now this particular event that we saw today happens to be the precursor event for the upcoming IONS and the conclave of chiefs and the Milan exercise that will be taking place. The Milan exercise is significant because this is the largest exercise that has taken place of such a type in this particular region. Now the Milan will also have a very significant participation from friendly foreign navies, including navies such as the United States, Belgium and other navies also. Now we can also see that the IFR was significant because it showcased participation of over 70 ships, and after 70 ships it also showcased the various participation of multiple platforms that had not been displayed before. This is the first time that INS Vikrant participated in such an event, and now INS Vikrant is the indigenously built aircraft carrier with over 60% indigenous content. Now all of this came on the eastern seaboard. The CNS along with the Supreme Commander President Draupadi Murmu took the salute from all these ships, and now they are departing towards the shore.
Officers and sailors of the Indian Navy and friendly foreign navies, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar. I feel very happy after witnessing the impressive fleet of warships and the display by naval personnel from India and friendly navies. I express my compliments to each one of you for the professionalism demonstrated by you at this international fleet review.
A great day has dawned. One that will go down in history. For I have taken great strides towards becoming Atmanirbhar, self-reliant.
I achieved an unprecedented milestone with the commissioning of India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. Designed by the Warship Design Bureau. Constructed at the Cochin Shipyard Limited.
And named after her most illustrious predecessor, INS Vikrant, the hero of the 1971 war.
The INS Vikrant proudly unfurled the new naval ensign, signaling the Indian Navy's break with its colonial legacy. My Blue Water Navy credentials are significantly enhanced with the reborn INS Vikrant, adding mobility,
Force projection,
and multi-dimensional capability to my quiver.
a watershed that completes my transformation from a buyer's to a builder's navy.
With humble beginnings in 1967, Through the induction of Foxtrot-class submarines, the Indian submarine arm gradually moved on to the Sindhu Ghosh, Shishumar and Kalvari-class submarines, while also building strategic assets.
Powerful in action, INS Sindhu Kirti
Indian naval submarine Sindhu Kesari. She is commanded by Commander Jijo Mohan.
एक बेहद यादगार दिन।
On this historic occasion, Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, will now felicitate Srimati Draupadi Murmu, Honorable President of India.
National Fleet Review took place today at Visakhapatnam. What is the significance and why is it such a phenomenal success?
So the fleet review per se is something which has been done traditionally, historically, dates back to 15th and 16th century, where the Supreme Commander reviews the nation's fleet, and which is kind of a confidence building to the capabilities of the Navy. The International Fleet Review per se, this is the third International Fleet Review which is taking place here for India. 2001 was the first one, which was in Mumbai, 2016 in Visakhapatnam, and now once again the third one in 2026 here in Visakhapatnam. This has seen a large scale participation with more than 70 platforms. 19 ships from 18 different countries have also participated in it. Large number of, I would say, the indigenous or the Make in India ships have also participated as part of the Indian Navy's platforms. In addition, we've also had platforms from the Indian Coast Guard, the SAI Shipping Corporation of India as well.
Sir, apart from this, the large-scale maritime operation Milan is also taking place. Could you help us understand what Milan is?
So, Milan is a multilateral naval exercise. It had its beginning at a very small scale, and today the scale has increased considerably. We have more than 70 countries, delegates participating in this. They will be, as well as ships from these 18 countries, which had also participated in IFR, would be participating in Milan. We'll have Milan in two phases, the harbour phase and the sea phase. Harbour phase, which is ongoing right now, is going to see discussions and interactions in the form of seminars, professional exchanges, subject matter expert, as well as visits of cross-deck visits between various navies. And this will also have a sea phase, which will see participation of the international ships alongside the Indian naval platforms, taking part in exercises as common groups, showcasing our interoperability and the confidence we have in operating with each other.
So, final question, India is going to be thrust into a leadership position in the IONS conclave. How is this bringing about the naval diplomatic and outreach of the Indian Navy?
So, Indian Ocean Naval Symposium is a grouping of countries which are part of the Indian Ocean region. It's a voluntary organization, and we have a large number of participation from Indian Ocean nations. So 2026 to 2028 is the period in which India will have the chair, and as part of that we will be seeing the conclave of chief, which is taking place in which this handing over also effectively will take place. And this also brings about the fact that the acceptance to have regional cooperation with respect to common maritime issues, and being able to use cooperation and the best capabilities of partner navies coming together to meet common requirements and common goals.
Now the pace of my growing fleet has increased. More than 130 ships, submarines, (240 aircraft), maintaining a credible defense to ward off hostile misadventures. 45 ships and submarines are at various stages of construction. Indigenization has increased to 75%. And reinvestments in the economy now amount to 60%.
I'm here at Visakhapatnam with the International Fleet Review in full swing. This particular International Fleet Review saw participation from a lot of indigenously built manufactured vessels that the Indian Navy fields. The indigenization process of the Indian Navy has seen an alarming rise. Now this rise showcased by INS Nistar. Now this is the first indigenously built diving support vehicle designated to carry out deep sea diving and submarine rescue operations. It represents a major boost in India's underwater rescue capability with a displacement of around 10,000 tons and a beam of 120 meters. Built by Hindustan Shipyard Limited in Visakhapatnam, it has a crew of 220 personnel. Equipped with deep sea submergence and rescue vehicle systems, this is showcasing the prowess that India has made. Now this technically designed vehicle is what India's maritime capabilities have come about. Now this is a very difficult vessel to manufacture, although it's not armed, but this showcases a promise to our sailors that whenever you are in trouble, Indian Navy will be there to rescue you.
Coming up on your left with pennant number Alpha 61 is a catamaran-hulled torpedo launch and recovery vessel, Indian naval ship Astradharini, presently commanded by Lieutenant Commander Anurag Daima.
You can see towards your right another shallow watercraft, INS Anrod.
The International Fleet Review has just concluded at Visakhapatnam. It saw participation from 18 countries sending over 19 vessels. It also saw participation from 50 various Indian vessels. Now this included the indigenous Vikrant class carriers, INS Himgiri, Nilgiri, Udaygiri, INS Vistar, fly past by various naval aircraft, the Dornier, PA type Poseidons, the MiG-29K showcasing India's naval prowess. Now this entire event happened at Visakhapatnam, showcasing India's naval outreach and diplomatic outreach that has been done. This showed India is emerging as a significant power in the Indian Ocean region. Now behind me is INS Savitri. Now INS Savitri is the one that embarked the media crew at this event. Now INS Savitri was commissioned in 1990, has various warship roles, and now this entire event showcased India's naval might, prowess and indigenization content. Now we all saw that India has been emerging as a naval power in the Indian Ocean region, providing key security and maritime protection to this particular region. The Indian Ocean region is very important because it sees about 90% of global international trade occurring here. The securing of ocean line is one of the most important aspects of the Indian Navy. Now this securing is important because it shows it enables India to have a significant presence in this region. Apart from IFR, Milan is also being done. Milan is an international exercise seeing participation from 18 nations. Now Milan has grown in scale and opportunity. This showcases India's reach in the Indian Ocean region. Now Milan is an exercise where the harbour phase is going on, and it will see the sea phase being conducted over the upcoming days. Now Milan will most definitely provide a boost to the Indian Navy's maritime defence and prowess.